And so he writes, as per the letter by John Ratcliffe, Director of National Intelligence to the US Senate on September 29th, 2020, it is the conclusion of the US intelligence now that the disinformation campaign connecting President Putin and the Russians to President Trump and his campaign was launched by Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign in late July 2016 as a means of distracting the public from her use of a private mail server. So I know that that's a lot for everyone to digest. That's a long sentence, but if that letter is correct, then why is your assertion of disinformation by Russia and other parties more accurate than that of the US Director of National Intelligence?
Okay, first of all, this assessment that was just made public now was made public based on something that we don't even know is true. It was a Russian intelligence assessment that the president was briefed on in 2016. We have no means of knowing whether or not that Russian intelligence assessment is actually based in fact, or whether it was planted as a means of disinformation to influence policy in 2016. The fact that we are still litigating the 2016 election here in 2020, even though Hillary Clinton is no longer a candidate for president, is disappointing that this intelligence would be politicized that way, released at a strategic moment to detract from everything else that is going on in the country and worrying people. Number one, we cannot politicize this issue of disinformation, as I already talked about before. And the fact that the DNI has done that is extremely worrisome. How do I know that Russian disinformation is real? Because I've lived it. I worked for, as an advisor to the Ukrainian Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a strategic communications advisor. What Ukraine is dealing with, has been dealing with since 2013, was only a precursor to what we're dealing with here in the United States. And there's plenty of open source evidence connecting Russia to all of these online disinformation campaigns, connecting Russia to the hacking of the DNC email servers and the Clinton campaign. That is something, that we should not lose sight of, that it's not just one person who is saying all of this stuff. It has been independently confirmed by many, many experts outside of the government.